Morning, it's Fish, beach bum investor, back from my surf, ready for a cryptocurrency report and discussion. It's been a cool 24 hours again, always something to talk about. That's why we can do this every day. Just going to post up in Discord and let the crew know I'm in early today. We've got a lot to do, so I had to come in early. 5 early today, guys. Cool. I'm just going to shut down Discord because it tends to get a bit beep crazy with the growing membership over there. Hourglass, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Just starting up, and I'm early, so no one's going to be expecting me. Bo Beck, g'day. How are you, mate? Dennis Turk, good to see you. Z, what's happening? Everyone's starting to roll in for the combo. It's been pretty cool 24 hours, guys. A couple that I left just outside my top 5 mooned. Stellar, Lumens, and ChainLink. I was like, oh, could have been a great start to my 2018 with my tips. But the good thing is that a couple that I did put in my top 5 had really strong times in Neo, which Hourglass is just mentioning there, and Icon. I also mentioned Sub. Yeah, Hourglass, I'm going to make a training video on KuCoin, man. That exchange is pretty sick. You know Dee, who was on yesterday, she's on KuCoin. And I was having a look at it. We were doing some trading yesterday after the show. She's amazing at trading, by the way. Anyway, we were having a look at KuCoin, and the user interface is very nice. It seems user-friendly. It seems to have a lot of information available. And I think it's pretty, if that counts for anything. Bo Becker said Tron. Yeah, Tron's another good gainer on the back of Dee suggesting it yesterday. As I've suggested, I think Tron's a brilliant ambition. And the only issue I've ever had with it is that one problem. G'day, Will Korea. How are you, mate? Floyd, everyone's starting to roll in. Fish on early. Oh no, I got work to do today. Heaps of it too. Just going to do an update on coinmarketcap.com and see how we're trending. What? That can't be right. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, that's better. Yep, 615 billion for the total market cap. 24-hour volumes at 27 billion. Bitcoin dominance continuing to slide, 37.1%. Affidavit, legal man in the house. How are you, Affidavit? I'm not sure we've met before. Welcome to the chat. I'm on a little early, so we might get some newbies that don't usually see me. Okay, Bitcoin, 13,625 on the button. It hasn't been great times for Bitcoin recently, but they've got, like, I was watching Crypto Daily's show. He is one of my preferred YouTubers, and he was saying that Lightning Network had actually been used successfully, but it was by someone who's got mad tech skills, which I don't. So I'm not going to be able to use it yet. And this was always my problem. Same with SegWit. Is how long until the masses can use it all? Oh, you're Scorpion from the chat. Oh, cool. No worries, Affidavit. Cool. I haven't been in the chat a lot lately. I've been super busy with some projects I've been working on over the Christmas and New Year's. I figure while everyone else is taking their holidays, I'll work twice as hard. Get me ahead of the game. So yeah, I took Christmas Day off, and I took New Year's. That was about it, actually. Christmas Day was pretty much the only full day I've taken off. So yeah, back into it. Let's have a look what else is going on in the market. Ripple's still strong, $2.37. Seems to have found support, strong support around $2. So I think if it drifts down towards there, if you are so inclined, you can go and buy a Ripple. But that leads me to one of the other ones, and I'm just going to jump around the market cap to tie these two together a little bit. And I don't have to jump that far anymore, down to number 9, which is Stellar Lumens. This was right on the edge of making my top 5 for the year. And the reason being is because people tend to follow these patterns where they feel like they missed the first one, so they go for the next one with similar technology. The other thing is that I think, I have suggested before that I think the Medi98, g'day, how are you, mate? Yeah, so the other thing is that I think blockchain purists, I'm going to call them, people who actually believe in decentralization and a new financial system, then I think they're going to actually tend towards Stellar Lumens over Ripple. Dave Gage 1. Hi, Fish, HNY. Happy New Year. Thanks, mate. Happy New Year to you too. I always watch the next day and never have caught you guys live. Love this channel. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's good. Like we get, anywhere between sort of 30 and 100 people live, depending on the topic and how busy the day is. But I know that I get like a lot more views than that, like 3 times. So I know I don't get to catch up with a lot of you live. Dave, if you want to have a look at any coins today, mate, chuck them in the chat. We'll go over to screen share and have a look for you since you're a long-time supporter of the show and first-time caller, as they say. Good to meet you finally. All right, I'm just going to keep going on the market. Hey, Litecoin's one that I think is, those charts that I look for where it takes the big dip and then sideways action. I like Litecoin's action at the moment. Electra, we're going to have a look at it for you next, Dave Gage. Let me just finish. Let me just have a quick look at Litecoin. Then we'll go on to Electra. Electra's not one I've looked at, so we'll actually go and look at the website. Do what we do. You've seen the show before. G'day, Seb. Happy New Year, man. Okay, so yeah, 228 for Litecoin. I like the chart action. I've showed you this before where you get the big dips and then there's like the sideways action. I think Litecoin's in that stage now, and I really think it could be due for another good couple of months. We'll see what happens, but Lightning Network has been slow, so I think Litecoin could perhaps take some further steps towards Bitcoin's dominance, not achieving that sort of dominance, but closing the gap. So let's have a look at Electra for Dave. I'm going to bring it up on coinmarketcap.com. Hopefully it's there. And we'll go back to the market after that and have a look at a few more, but I'm just going to go remind me tomorrow because I've got updates reminded here. Okay, so we're having a look at Electra. Okay, ECA is a trade symbol. I found it here, so I'm just going to bring you over to screen share. This one I've not heard of, so thanks, Dave. We like having a look at a new coin. And I haven't had a chance, obviously, to read the white paper, having only just found out about this one. So there's a lot more research you're going to have to do if you would like to get involved in this coin before you make your decision. It's an interesting one that Dave's brought to us here. A couple of reasons straight off the bat. One, market cap is not huge for this economy. 2, the volume is actually really, really a nice percentage of the overall market cap. Circulating supply is high with very, very little inflation to come. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but the total supply to the max supply is very, very reasonable provided it's spread out over a period of time. This is the thing I like, though, is that the coin price, even though I don't really take into account the coin price, the market does. People come in looking for they go, oh, it's this much per coin, so it must be cheap. And we all know that that's not exactly how it works. We look at market caps and circulating supplies. But anyway, this one at 15 BTC, like 15 Satoshi, is one of those ones that gets to 20 Satoshi and that there's 33% gains for you. So initially, there's a couple of things I do like about it. What I don't like about it right now is this parabolic growth. I usually don't advise buying into parabolic growth. And just based on the Fibonacci sequence, we'd be looking at what point? Well, let's say it was stable at say 2 Satoshi, and it's gone to, as we know, 15, or actually probably peaked a little higher than that. No, around 15. Okay, so if we were to use the Fibonacci sequence, that would say don't buy back until 2 to 15 is to say 6.5 short of 15, which is 8.5 Satoshis. That's where the Fibonacci says to buy back half of what it's gained. But I can't speak to whether that's actually going to work in this case because I don't know what the announcements are. I don't even know what the project is. So let's go and have a look. Website. Love Australian internet. Okay. Oh, it's a pretty fancy looking website, isn't it? Okay, Electra, fast, scalable, low fees. Well, we like to hear that. Blazing fast. Electra has blazing fast transactions on the blockchain. Community driven. Here at Electra, we love our community. No CEOs, no ICO. Electra is driven by you. Well, I like community driven projects. That's why I'm a PIVX. Purple as well. Good color. Community driven, purple color. PIVX. Proof of stake. Hang on a second. I'm just kidding. Let's have a look. Proof of stake powerhouse. Electra works on proof of stake with an annual return of 50%. This is a concern for me. that is high inflation. I'd have to understand why we need a 50% inflation rate. Because what happens with high inflation rates, guys, is you're getting a saturation of coins on the market. So more coins and more coins and more coins are created, flooding the market. And the demand has to keep up at a range of an increase of 50% just to keep the coin price stable per year. That's very, very difficult year on year. So I'd have to understand a little bit more about that, because when we looked at coin market cap, it showed the max supply was 30 billion, and the total supply or circulating supply at the moment is 22.6. So I'm going to have to figure out a little bit more about that, because that doesn't, like, those figures don't really add up. I mean, that would take us to the max supply in 1 year comfortably. So I'm not sure how that works. Our amazing team is always working hard on new projects. Check them out or have a look at our full roadmap. We certainly will do that in a second. The Electra wallet for tomorrow. Okay. Listing on Net Exchange, open source with GitHub business, Android wallet development, atomic cross-chain integration. The Electra team. The Electra team consists of people from all around the globe, all with different professional backgrounds and nationalities. The team is made up of fast-growing list of trusted community members pouring in time and effort to further the Electra mission. We are all about community. Electra doesn't have a CEO and isn't run by centralized authority. Decisions are made by the community, governance by consensus. Another PIVX thing. Collectively and always in the interests of the community. Okay, cool. Well, I like a lot of it, because a lot of it has similar value to PIVX, but I got to tell you, I need to understand that inflation rate more. So let's just have a quick look at the roadmap. I'm not going to go through a white paper. I don't go through white papers on the show. It's too comprehensive. A lot of them take ages to actually to get through. Okay, so can I make this bigger? Let's have a look. It's a bit hard to see here, guys. Okay, not really. I don't really know how to use a Mac. Q3, I'll read it out for you. Finalizing Block Explorer, encourage development of pools for POW. Interesting. I thought it was POS. Get listed at least on one exchange. Get listed on coinmarketcap.com. Encourage cloud mining for POW. Support early miners with strategic buy offers. Focus on increasing number of nodes. Get listed on, this is for Q4, guys. Get listed on at least 3 exchanges. Encourage development of online communities. Social media pages dedicated to Electra. Already started the Turkish community in Telegram. That's pretty cool. Created educational materials for Electra. Strategy build for 2018. Q1 2018. Impact marketing. So this is what's coming up now, guys. This is what they're in process at the moment. Start of marketing activities after rebranding phase in order to increase awareness of Electra. So they've obviously undergone a rebranding. Team account, and we go on. Coinonomy wallet integration, customized desktop wallets, atomic swaps, white paper release. So that's probably the technical white paper. They probably should have one already. And I don't mind them releasing a white paper first and then a technical white paper at a later date. That's fine by me. Partly because of the reason the technical white paper is difficult for a non-computer person to understand. So yeah, I don't mind that. Boost adoption phase 1, Q2 2018 for the iOS wallet. So these are some dates you can mark down, like some targets, make sure they're hitting them, because you've seen what happened with Verge, guys. They've missed their target on Wraith protocol and the market stumped the crap out of it. Android wallet, and they did the same to PIVX, and that's something I'll talk about in a second. But okay, using Tor. So they're going, Tor, I2P networks. Yeah, I was going to say they're going for privacy as well. So yeah, I need to understand about that inflation. I need to understand how you can get a 50% return when that, yeah, unless it's all going to be, that only happens over the next year or so. I don't really understand, but I'd have to have a look more into that. So that's your roadmap. Let's just see our team. Okay, we can see if there's anyone that we recognize straight up from the project. Electra01 is the core developer founder, so anonymous core developer, founder. Community project developer, Bob the Revolution. I haven't come across any of these guys myself. That doesn't mean that they haven't got stacks of experience. I just haven't come across them in the crypto economy at this stage. So I'd have to go and look into actual team members. This guy looks like a character. No, none of them ringing a bell at this stage. So I can't say that I've met any of them, but you can go and have a look and, you know, research each of the team and see how they're going. Obviously, they're going to have, you would think, they're going to have some links to social media as well. Wallets, contact us. I would like to know. Have they got a Slack group or a Telegram or something like that? That would be important to me. I'd like to actually make contact with the team, not just through an email. I mean, that's okay, I guess. Oh, here we go. Facebook. That's the Twitter one, right? Yep. Sorry, guys. LinkedIn, Reddit. Okay, so they got Reddit. I would still like to see something like, you know, a Slack, a Telegram, a Discord, something like that that you can actually start building the community in. But all in all, it looks interesting. I'll go have a look more into it. A lot of the features in there are similar to PIVX. Guys, I'm going to come back to the chat. Sorry, just minimize this a little bit. I'm not very good with Mac. Just learning it. Okay, stop screen sharing. There we go. Back. Oh, you're on Slack today. Okay, Dave. Cool. It is super, super quick. Mate, I know another currency like that. Private instant verified transaction. Instant being the operative word in that phrase. But yeah, no, PIVX is dead quick, man. I'll do some demos with you guys. Especially once our iOS wallet's released, I'll go out and just go into Surface Paradise and go giving away PIVX and just show you how bloody quick it is. It's lightning. 60-second block times, malleable block sizes. It's very, very good technology. Thank you for giving me the chance to rave about PIVX on the back of Electra. No, but look, Electra looks like they're coming into a similar space to PIVX, and we welcome the challenge. Any competition drives us further, you know, especially our devs who are heads down, bums up most of the time. So yeah, it looks a good one. Inflation, yes, compared to others, it's not massive. B3 was 27% per day, but I take your point. Yeah, but what happened to B3, dude? Didn't it? I don't think it did exceedingly well compared to other altcoins during the run. Eric Meds is in the house. Seb Fox said, Link, QSP, and ICX all made good gains today. Yeah, well, Link, Seb, you'd know we talk about a lot on this show. That just missed my top 5. And you know why it missed my top 5? Because of Wilkie. So anyone who was just investing off my top 5 and missed Link, blame Wilkie. Because Wilkie said, oh, blah, 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 and this was said, and this was said, and this was said, and I listened to him, and that was stupid. I didn't listen to him as far as going and selling my bag. So that was good, but that's one of the reasons Link missed my top 5. It was very close to knocking out IOTA. And if I'd done it again, I'd probably put IOTA at 5 because it's a real coin flip for me. But IOTA's had good gains as well. I think every coin that I released since my top 5 has had gains since I released the video. So that's a positive start for the year for me. Backyard Charizard is back for more. Roms K's in. Isaac, Walton flattened a bit. I will buy when it starts moving. Yeah, that's an interesting point that Isaac made. Isaac actually brings up there. Isaac, welcome. I believe you're the newbie to the chat. But obviously got some experience, because what the most successful traders will actually do, not what Fish does, and bloody try and catch that falling knife until it stabs the crap out of his hand. Most professional traders will do what Isaac does, and they will wait for it to flatline. They look for the sign, the restoring sign of confidence, and they're getting in just a little bit late. Like just at the start of the run-up. The start of the run's already happened, but that's their buy signal. And then they go, boom. And then see you later. And most professional traders will probably get out a little early as well. So they get their profits and they walk. And hits their livelihood. So Isaac sounds like he's had some professional training. Walton I see as a real, you know, especially with VeChain doing so well. I think RFID technology crossover with the blockchain is brilliant. And I think that the partnerships that Walton already have in place is going to allow them to at least, I won't even say keep ground, but I think they'll gain alongside VeChain and Ven, which I also think will be a good project in 2018. Perhaps I should have said RFID chips being like smart, you know, smart packaging, and that's such a cool idea, right? Anyway, yeah, so well done, Isaac. Good advice for anyone. You know, you can actually wait. Don't do what fish does and just buy it down, buy it down, buy it down, and just keep hitting it, because that, you know, that takes some balls too. But you wait till it flattens out, little sign of restoring confidence, and bang, pull that trigger. What's the Ripple beta on Coinbase confirmed fake? Whoa. Right back, I'm opening my Coinbase account now. What's that Ripple beta on Coinbase confirmed? No, let me have a look. It's been so heavily rumored, but you almost think that Coinbase would almost go the other way, just to, because like, if what I'm thinking, right? You know how the rumor came out about Bitcoin Cash being added to Coinbase, and it was true. The same rumor came out, like it was the same series of rumors that said, let me just get this right. It was Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Monero. That was the set of rumors that came out. And the order that was being heavily rumored would be Bitcoin Cash first, Ripple second, Monero third. But I was being asked the question by a few people, and I thought, oh, it's too many people speaking about this for there not to be something behind it. And my point is that let's say it was one individual at Coinbase who actually leaked the schedule for releasing coins, then perhaps that schedule actually listed the order that it will be. This is speculation, guys. No confirmation of this at all. But I'm just saying, if it was the same rumor in the first part's proven to be correct, perhaps what was actually released was a schedule of coins to come. And that's how we knew that Bitcoin, or it was heavily rumored that Bitcoin Cash was going to be next, then Ripple, and then I've heard Monero. But it can go either way. And Coinbase might strategically actually move from what they were planning to do to brush aside any bad publicity around internal, like insider trading. But fortunately, they cleared themselves on their own investigation. Still find that funny. Roms K, hey Fish, what do you think about the KuCoin residual income program? I'm confused about that one. I'll have to look a bit more into it because I'm going to do a training video. But on the face of it, it sounds really good. Like essentially, KuCoin holders would get a cut of the income coming in from trade fees, which is bloody cool. They're going to share the profits with the people using the platform. Oh, like it encourages you to hold KuCoin. That's why KuCoin has sent another 5% gains last time I checked in I think it'll go well. Exchanges are a good thing to buy, like especially KuCoin's based in Hong Kong, I think, or they're really aiming at the Hong Kong market. That's a massive market. Any of those Asian markets that can, grab Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, and Japan, and Korea, of course. Wow, good money. Yeah, I figured that, Isaac. Isaac said, yeah, I'm a newbie here. Like here. Yeah, I figured that, man. When you speak with that sort of like experience, with that sort of common sense, you're obviously not completely new. Or you've done a lot of research and caught up real quick. Chase F is in. Sup? Medi98, huge fan of PIVX, aren't you? Well, mate, I'd be stupid not to. I spend about 60 hours of my week working on PIVX stuff. Yeah, I'm on the team over there, Medi98. So yeah, please, when I'm talking about PIVX, guys, I work there, so I'm going to have fondness towards it, and you need to make your own decisions on trading the coin, buying the coin, investing in the coin, staking the coin, whatever you're going to do. That's got to be your decisions. Happy to give the news that I'm allowed to give to you when it comes out. I'm happy to pass that on to you on this channel, but I won't be predicting prices or anything like that. ETN, the new exchange this month. ETN Tansu. Not sure I've seen you before. Welcome. See, came on at a new time frame, so I'm getting other people on today. New exchange this month. ETN. Electronium? I'm guessing it is, isn't it? Electronium's done really, really well in recent times. Oh, yeah, cool. Let's see what it's on. See if a new exchange is going to make a difference. It's taken a 4.4% hit in the last 24 hours in the US dollar terms and 3.6% against BTC. Nice. I don't mind the graph though. It looks like a nice upward trend. Anyway, I'm just going to have a look at which exchanges it is on at the moment, just to see if adding another exchange. Wow. Okay, it's only on Cryptopia. So if it gets added to another exchange, that's, you know, obviously doubling its availability throughout the crypto economy. It would depend on which exchange it was being added to whether that is going to be significant or not. But, you know, making your coin available is one of the two halves of the puzzle. The really important base, okay, is coin's got to be available, coin's got to be spendable. That's what's going to win the race in the currency wars, I think. Like the coins that aren't necessarily acting just as a currency, can you know, their coin acts as purchasing power within the product that they're providing. For example, Gladius DDoS protection, KuLink, Wi-Fi hotspot. KuLink's been good, by the way, holding that 33-cent mark. Really, really nice to see. Yeah, so I think that those coins don't necessarily have to think about as much about how it's going to be spent in the real world, because it's going to be spent on that service. Whereas currencies, PIVX, Bitcoin, Litecoin, you know, these currencies that are very much deciding that we want to be the everyday transactable currency, they really have to think about, including PIVX, we all have to think about not just how do we get it to the people, but once the people have got it, how do they spend it? Because that validates it as a currency. Now, the beautiful thing is in Australia, when you're not using one of the big four banks who are being pricks at the moment, you can still use Living Room of Satoshi, as far as I'm aware. I'll try that today, because I've got to pay Tanya's wages today anyway. So I'll go and try it today on Living Room of Satoshi, but you can use Living Room PIVX on Living Room of Satoshi. So for me, for Australians, it's very easy to say, okay, guys, well, you can accept PIVX in store, or you can do this because there's a, you know, it's been validated as a genuine currency in Australia through its addition, in my opinion, on Living Room of Satoshi, because that allows you to transfer it back into fiat and also pay bills with sort of 10 currencies, one of them being PIVX. So yeah, I think that's going to be super important in 2018. Not just where you buy it, where can you spend it? And I think that's going to be a growing trend for coins in 2018, really getting out there and making sure it's available to be, you know, that services and goods and services are available with that actual currency. That's something I'm going to be working pretty hard on. All right, I'm coming back to the chat. Bobek said there was a video going around Reddit of the actual beta page. That's interesting, man. Bobek referring back to the rumor about Ripple being added to Coinbase. I think it's inevitable. So yeah, whether that's, you know, something that's been leaked for, you know, just because it's in beta testing doesn't mean they won't beta test it for another 6 months. We'll see what happens. But no, I think look, I've said that. The first part of the rumor was true. Why wouldn't the second part of the rumor be true? Bitcoin Cash, and then Ripple. That's what I'd heard for months. Hey, bro, Happy New Year and nice cap. Sarab, thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite one. I'm going to get some new ones made, though, with the actual PIVX shield, like PIVX Surf Team, PIVX.org. Just get it, it all looks sick. You know, totally branded up like the Red Bull ones. This was my beta test cap, so I can't wait to get a full 6 surf one going. Going to get them done up. Myself and Tanya, we're going to make them, I think we'll make a limited edition that you can only actually get them if you're part of the PIVX Surf Team. Make it a bit special, so those ones won't be able actually for sale, but maybe we can make some other ones for sale. Icon, $6.34, fantastic. Good to see, man. Good to see. I checked it this morning. It hit above 6. I put in the description here that ICX is trading above $6. That's good for us. Jim Christ L. Rayblocks, faster and no fees, period. Read the white paper on it. Satoshi's dream. Rayblocks does only one thing and does it better than any other coin. Not a JM pump and dump coin. Just follow the technology and you will land on your feet. All right, look, I'm a big fan of Tangle technology, but it's not tested yet. It's only recently been, you know, created. So blockchain does have a decade of testing under its belt, but I love Tangle Tech. That's why I'm holding IOTA. And I actually said yesterday that Rayblocks is probably being held down, in fact, by the fact that its exchange availability is next to none. But Jim, if you've been keeping an eye on it, mate, they're actually leading the community vote over at Binance, which is one of the top 5 exchanges in the economy. So being added to the Binance platform, I think could actually see Ray blocks spike. We've actually traditionally seen that coins often get, like the news gets brought up that they're getting added to exchanges and then they get dumped. I don't know, with the success of, like, Ray blocks is kind of what was explained to me by one of our crypto wave investment crew, and this is a real lay explanation, but if you were to cross a Ripple or Stellar Lumens with Tangle Tech, that's essentially what you're getting with Ray blocks, which is a really interesting value proposition. But man, Jim, it's so hard to speak with certainties in this economy, man. So when you say Ray blocks faster and no fees, period, what about security? What about the fact that Tangle Technology is already found to have bugs by MIT? They had to fix them a few months back. We can't just dismiss all that. We've got to have more testing of Tangle Technology. It's a brilliant prospect and an excellent evolution of the blockchain, potentially, but we need to test it. So I can't just throw all my money into Tangle Tech. Hi, Feast. What do you think of Telcoin ICO? I just spent 2K in less than a cent per coin. Hey, Ahmed. How are you, man? That's Muhammad Ahmed, because we got two Ahmeds that come in. Man, I haven't looked into it. Telcoin ICO, is it like a decentralized telecommunication platform, I'm guessing? That's cool, man. I can't stand the centralized telecommunications industry, so I'd love to have a look at it. Love to know which country it's coming from, what the team's like, all the general stuff that we look at when we're looking into these ICOs. Sounds interesting though, Ahmed. Good to see you, man. Adam's in. Giving Tree Cultivator. Dent seems similar to KuLink, 200 million market cap, isn't Dent a dentist coin? How is that similar to KuLink? Making progress, iOS app released, Europe-based, KuLink Asian-based, so not necessarily competitors. Affirms market potential. Dave Cage said, Ripple. Well, it's going to do well. That's a reality. If the banks are going to use it, it's going to do well. I don't support it either. I've got a stack of commission on it though, I've got to tell you, and that's something I use for my gauges. Ripple, I have got a lot of commission on my Binance commissions. So people are buying it. Even like regular people, because I can't imagine too many bankers have come in and registered under my account. David Hall said, I can't wait till it hits Binance. Oh, Tazen. Oh, g'day, mate. How are you, Adam? Well, Tazen. Yeah, everyone's got two names. Some people three. Hi, I just registered with Binance and trying to trade LTC for BTC. It won't work. Any help? Thank you. Yeah, let's do it now, Ruth. Ruth, are you still in the chat? If you're still there, give us a little, yeah, I'm still here, and we'll do a live one for you. I'll sign on to my Binance account. We can do it together. No problem. I got some Litecoin over there. I can show you how to trade it. I got some BTC over there. Yep, you're still there. Cool. Let's do it. Let me just sign in. I've got to get my Google Authenticator and all that sort of thing going. So just give me 2 seconds, Ruth. We'll sort it out. Okay, what are we doing? We've got to log in first. Oh, I'm already logged in. That was easy. Nice one, Fish. All right, cool, guys. I'm just going to please excuse the fact that my balances and that will be shown. I usually don't like to do that. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm just going to come over and screen share, and we're going to show Ruth how to. So Ruth, just to clarify, let's just check the question. I'll bring it over to screen share. You were looking to sell your Litecoin into Bitcoin, is that right? Probably for trading, I'm guessing, but I'll just come back to the chat. Ruth said, just registered with Binance, trying to trade LTC for BTC. Yeah, it's cool. So what you've probably done, which is a really smart move by Ruth, and for those of you who are new to exchange trading, she's moved over in Litecoin to the exchange instead of Ethereum, and that allows her to, to avoid those those fees of moving Bitcoin. So what we're going to do, Ruth, I'm going to check back with the chat every now and again, but I'm going to mainly stay on the exchange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the basic exchange for you. All right. Now, I can already guess what the problem is because I made it myself so many times when I first started using Binance. But if you follow me now, we go exchange and basic, okay? Okay, now what I'm going to do is go into the BTC trading over here because you're wanting to trade LTC to BTC. So top right over here, Ruth. Click on BTC. All right, now that's going to bring up your BTC markets in this section down here. Now what we need to do is scroll down till we find LTC. It should be in alphabetical order. So we scroll down, and we see here LTC to BTC. And if we click on that, that's going to bring up the exchange for us. Okay. Now what we're trying to do, because we've actually got LTC, we're actually selling it back into Bitcoin. Now to do that, what we want to do is, look, if you're desperate, you can sell it straight off the book here. But I never recommend that because you will usually get a better price just by being a little bit patient. Okay. Now I can't guarantee that. So if you're absolutely desperate and you'd go straight off the book here because straight off here. So you'd sell it at that price, right? See there? If I click on it, it actually populates the field here. And now I can just like sell, 0.08 Litecoin if I want. Now I never sell it straight to the book. I like to fight for those extra percentages. So I go up here and I find some support and resistance, and we can see here at maybe, if I was still really, really eager, and I'll trade this over for you, I don't mind. If this hits, that's fine. It's only a small amount of LTC I'm holding in this account. So let's have a look. You see here, there's a nice big 86 sell, and you can extend the sell book if you like by clicking up here, so we can get a really good look at what sort of levels there are. But I'm going to come down to a fairly close one, and we're going to go, okay, 1660. Someone's beaten that by one. 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 So let's sneak in here in this 165954. So I'm just going to click on these ones, and that'll populate the field for me. Okay. You see here. Now I'm going to change that 5 to a 4. And I'm going to put in the amount of Litecoin I want to sell. Now, your minimum trade on Binance is 0.0001 or 0.001, sorry, BTC. So we need to fill it with a minimum amount. But if I wanted to do this, now what the mistake most people make, Ruth, is they go, okay, I want to sell half my Litecoin, so I'll sell 0.04, right? Watch what happens if I do that, 0.04. I go sell, it goes, nah, invalid amount. Integral must be of 0.01, but it is of 0.01. What the WTF, right? Put a 0 in front of your decimal place, okay? 0.04. It wants to confirm that you actually wanted to put the decimal in that, so it makes you put the 0 in. Okay, now when we do it, this actually, total must be 0.001. So yeah, I'd actually have to go up to 0.08. As I said, I don't mind doing this. So I'd sell off the Litecoin there at 0.08. You can see here the total exceeds that 0.001 minimum, okay? And then I can hit sell. And that you can see it's succeeded. It's put me up here. You see this little yellow arrow? That's mine right there. Well, it's partly mine. Someone else got in at the same sort of thing. Oh, I think I just sold. Perhaps. I might have just sold Litecoin when I think Litecoin's actually really cheap at the moment. Fortunately, it's only one of my accounts. I've got plenty of Litecoin and another couple of accounts, actually. So I'm going to come back to the chat and just check that Ruth is okay with that and see how she's gone. But I hope the rest of you got something out of that as well. Ruth, put mine in at 1.5 LTC. Yeah, cool. So Ruth, you've got that sorted now? You got your order set? You're good to go? I hope that helped you out. And then you do the same, obviously, when you're trading your Bitcoin to your altcoins or whatever you're wanting to do. You might just be wanting to buy Bitcoin with it. I'm not sure. But hopefully that gives you a hand. Okay. Dentacoin is dental coin. I'm sorry, Giving Tree Cultivator. Thank you for making that clarification. Dentacoin is dental coin. Dent is decentralized mobile bandwidth market on KuCoin. Peaked at 350 million a week ago. Pro team mostly from Finland. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to have a look at that. They're based in Japan. Ian Balliner, YouTuber, been to the office in Japan. Oh, cool. Telecommunications industry, cool. After registering, I'm just checking that. After registering, it only asks for email and password. So I'm confused how it would know what I have in Coinbase. Well, it won't know what you have in Coinbase, Ruth. Yeah, it is best to do it on your laptop, but this is another step. I'm going to bring you back to Coinbase because this is actually funding your account, which is what I think you're asking about there. because you said, how would it know what I have in my Coinbase? Well, it won't. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. What you need to do is you get your Coinbase account open, right? Now, again, this is, I'm sorry, you're going to see balances, but again, it's, yeah, well, there's bugger all in this thing. I never hold much in Coinbase. But you can see there, right? I've got my wallets. All right, now if I want to send Litecoin over to the exchange, the first thing I do, sorry, just trying to get that, is hit on my Litecoin wallet, click on that, okay? Then I go to the top right with that paper airplane and I hit the send, okay? And I type in how much I want to send, say 40 bucks or something. Oh, sorry, that's using Litecoin. I'll just put use max, okay? So you type in your amount into how much you want to send, you hit send down the bottom, and then it'll come up with this, like, where do you want to send it to? All I do is click on the QR scanner, on that little QR scanner thing there. Click on that. Whoops, sorry. And that brings up your QR scanner. And then what you want to scan is this part. I'll bring you over to screen share. Okay, so that's the first, like, you get your Litecoin ready to send, and where do you want to send it to? You want to send it to your Binance account. Okay, so you go over to Binance, you go to funds, deposit withdrawals. Okay, and this is going to bring up all your wallets. All right, now we scroll down to Litecoin, or you can just type LTC in the search field here, is probably easier. Okay, now you can see here Litecoin, we hit deposit, right? So this is the other end of it. You can send it from your mobile phone, and you can either copy and paste this code, but you know, if you're sending it from your mobile phone, you might as well just scan the QR code, right? And any of you are welcome to try sending LTC by just scanning this address on your screen right now. I'm joking, of course, that will come straight to me. I am joking. Okay, so that's how you do a Litecoin deposit into Binance. Now, once it's in there, it'll show up as like, it won't show as an available balance until it clears the processing of Binance's side as well, which takes about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. It's not that bad. But yeah, that's a basic rundown of how to get your LTC over, and then how to perform your LTC to BTC trade. I hope that's helped, Ruth. I'm coming back to the chat. Okay, here we go. You seem like such a nice guy. Keep up your good work and enthusiasm. It's really nice to see. Oh, thanks, man. Makes it worthwhile when people appreciate it. You know, that's a funny thing. What's really like undervalued in terms of motivating staff? The research has been done. Now, the first thing people will work for hasn't changed. It's still money. So you will get the best results by offering the most money for the task. But funnily enough, the second thing that people desire is not extra holidays. It's not necessarily flexibility in their work. It's appreciation. It's a thank you. It's a pat on the back. So if you guys are into staff management, don't underestimate how valuable it is to tell your staff members when they're doing a good job. So I consider myself a staff member for you guys. So thank you for telling me I'm doing a good job, Medi98. Anyone have thoughts on XVG not meeting their past 4 deadlines by Beck? Yeah, they're a bit naughty, aren't they? This is the thing, like, it's even starting to get the S word thrown around about it, which I don't like, because I always thought it was a fairly solid project. But, you know, you've got to, like, those deadlines were pretty, like, especially Wraith Protocol, that was being ramped up. If they weren't going to hit that, they should have come out and said, guys, we're not going to hit it. We're not even going to go close. This is when it's going to happen. And they didn't. So I don't think that's really keeping the market informed and investors informed, which is not great, but I still think it's reasonable technology. So, I mean, I bought some back on the dip this morning, but you guys know me, I bought it at 0.5 cent. I've traded out of enough of it that I cannot lose. I couldn't lose, like, a 10x no matter what, even if the whole thing collapses from here. So I'm fine. But my opinion on it, yeah, it's not good, man, if you're not keeping your investors up to date. But you know what? Do you guys remember what happened with Komodo? This is going back 4 or 5 months. But Komodo went all silent a bit from a dev point of view, right? And the price got really eaten up. And they missed a couple of deadlines. And then, boom. Oh, by the way, guys, we've been running around Europe, and we're now partnered with Moneus, which has SEPA registration in European countries already sorted out. Oh, by the way, they're gonna partner with us, so that's good. And we're going to release their ICOs, the first decentralized ICO in the economy. bang, see you later, Komodo never came back. So, yeah, I've said before, the market gets really, really impatient. It's not great to miss deadlines. And at PIVX, we had our own troubles with implementing zero coin protocol. We did. It was a difficult task, and it took us a month of wallet upgrades and our devs working their butts off to achieve it. And during that month of the devs probably not sleeping more than 2 hours a night or something like that, the market hated on us and dumped our coin because we were struggling to get the zero coin protocol implemented seamlessly. But, you know, fast forward 1 month and the market's certainly, well, 2 months, and the market's certainly forgiven us for that. And we've gone 5x since then. So, yeah, it's an interesting discussion though at the moment, the XVG discussion. For sure, it's, you know, it's got a lot of. I like the discussions that have two sides to it. When everyone just agrees, it's kind of boring. Superheart.org, here he is. I've been waiting for him. I've been waiting for him to come in and say LTC, LTC, LTC. Now, I believe we made a deal that if it didn't get to, what was the price? That you were banned from the channel. How do I ban him? No, I'm joking, man. Welcome back. Happy 2018 to you. I think LTC will have a good 2018. You know, a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt coming around that Charlie Lee selling off his coins. And he was, I just think it's like the poor guy can't win, right? He's pumping LTC and saying what good technology it is and running around and making partnerships with Steem, the video game platform, and doing atomic swaps with Vertcoin back in the day and things like this, you know, doing really good stuff. And the market goes, oh, you're only doing this to get rich. You don't care. And so he goes, oh, stuff it. I'll dump all my coins then. I still want to promote Litecoin. How do you feel now? Oh, you don't even believe in it. You just dumped all your coins. Poor bugger can't win, can he? So, yeah, no, I think that was big overreaction to what was, you know, I don't think, me personally, if I would have said, no, bugger you, I'm going to hold on to it. And if I spend it on charity or whatever, so be it. But it is good technology, and try and tell me it's not. And just, you know, stand your ground on the argument that Litecoin, to me, is a great alternative to Bitcoin for financial transactions. So, yeah, I like Litecoin for 2018. I think Ruth got it. She said, okay, awesome. Thank you so much. So that's good to hear. We specialize in the newbies here because I suck at tech. So to a newbie, I seem smart. To everyone else, I just seem like an idiot. Bro, leave the Litecoin address up in the corner. I'd donate a little to your account. You're a great guy who provides great content. Joe, thanks so much, man. I've got donation addresses in the description if you are so inclined, but I certainly won't. I won't be pushing too hard for that. I've done pretty well, so I should really just spend my own money on upgrading my tech so you guys get a better channel. It's just like, though, every time it's like, oh, I got $500, and then I find out about another coin. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting cameras and microphones. I'm putting it in on this coin. So I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Sorry. Oh, dear. Dave, thanks, Dave. Mimi's back. Haven't seen Mimi in a while. What's up, fishing gang? Our picks, ICX, PIVX since last we spoke. Oh man, everything's up. That's the whole point. Crypto makes it easy to give this guy 25 cents because you like his video. I know I would, and that adds up. Transfer of value between people. That's it, man. The small, you know, one of our, I think it might have been CryptoConicus. It might have been, I can't remember who it was, and I'm sorry for forgetting, but someone donated $1 worth of Bitcoin to me. And I just went, thank you. Like, that's very nice. And they said, laugh out loud, it cost me $5 to send it to you. I said, well, you probably should have just, you know, spent the same amount on PIVX and sent that to me, because that would have cost you 1,000th of a cent to send to me. So I would have got the whole $6 then. But I was being cheeky, of course. It was a very, very generous statement by one of our Crypto Wave investment crew members. XVG just needs a little PR behind the team. I think they've had, Bobek said, I'll volunteer. Bobek, if you're serious, speak to Ethercept. He knows the community over there. He did some work over there before the pump. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know about those prices. Superheart.org, hashtag to buy. But I don't know about those prices. I think LTC to 1,000 by the end of 2018 is doable. I think that's achievable. 100,000 on BTC. I don't know, but you know what's interesting is John McAfee is going to have to eat his own genitalia if Bitcoin, I think it was like $1 million. He said if it doesn't get to $1 million per BTC by 2020, he will eat his own genitalia. I wonder if he's going to have sauce with that. So I don't know about a million. Like I came up with figures that were really, really lofty that said 411,000. And that was assuming a hell of a lot of money flowing into crypto. So I don't know about a million, but it's interesting. No, I don't lose faith. I don't lose faith. Superheart.org. Not when I've researched a team and a project, not when a team's continuing to make good ground in the economy. Like making those moves, it was a few weeks ago, a month ago max that they got onto Steem. That's a big move. That's a big win for Litecoin. And the price goes down. It's counterintuitive. It was on the back of a massive run though. So, but yeah, I think 1,000 for LTC is totally doable. I think you've put up there 100,000 for, yeah, possible. I'd be more inclined to say LTC is going to hit 1,000 than BTC hit 100,000. If I can make the comparison between those two right there. It's not as much about deadlines as much as IT. Just keep investors informed. Oh, Bo Beck, I'm 100% with you, man. That's what I said. Verge, like you can come out 10 days beforehand and say, look, guys, we know this Wraith protocol's been targeted on our roadmap for Q4 2018, but we know we're 10 days out. And we know for a fact we're not hitting it because it's difficult. It's tough technology to make this move into anonymity for the DApp world, and we need some more time. We're working on it. We're working hard, but we're going to ask you to stick with us because we're going to be first quarter 2018. They need to do that. Like investor service, in terms of investor confidence, is built by the actual team keeping their investors informed with what's going on. You can't hold a lot of confidence in a team as an investor when they don't hit a deadline and put nothing out to say, oh, well, we weren't going to hit it. They just don't hit it and it all goes silent. That's not good. So yeah, they need to work on perhaps their strategy. Like that's the thing. I think a lot of people who have got into this industry have excellent computer skills, but a complete lack of business experience, if I'm being honest with what I've dealt with. That's the best I can put it. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. Well, I am, but it's true. Like the people I've dealt with who have mad computer skills and want to look down at me and don't know the most basic business principles, I'm like, okay, we'll see which gets you further. Yeah, if Charlie Lee was more charismatic, LTC would be doing really, really well right now, is Roms K's opinion. We have Brett Green in. I've just missed a couple of comments. I'm catching up. Brett Green said, what do you think about Ray blocks? 9,000% in the past few months is insane. It absolutely is, Brett Green. I think the Tangle technology is really interesting. I think it needs more testing. I've said that a million times, but you know, Ray blocks is about to get listed on Binance if all things are looking good. Let me just check I can check the community vote now. I'll show you what I'm talking about, guys, with Binance, and I'll show you the community vote that's going on. But last time I checked, Ray blocks were miles ahead. So Binance. Community vote. Here we go. Yeah, they got 54% of the vote in a bloody 20 coin vote. So they are absolutely annihilating it and look almost a certainty to get added to the Binance exchange, which increases their availability massively, which would be, for me, it would be a big thing for them. A lot of coins do retrace once they hit major exchanges. People have been waiting to sell them off, but people are so bullish on Ray blocks that I think more people would FOMO it than actually sell it off. I did actually suggest it might be worth hunting down on a previous. Have we gone back? Yeah, we're talking again. Sorry. I did actually suggest on a previous stream, because of its availability being small, it might be worth hunting down, and you'll get those gains when it does hit the big exchanges. But Brett Green, I really need to do a lot more research. It's one that I haven't read the white paper for. Last white paper I read was Tron. My next one is Cardano, and then it will be Raid blocks. So it's just keeping up with those ones that are starting to enter the top 50 now. So there we go. Roms K agreed. He's not the best at communication. I think BB Junkie is agreeing with Roms K about Charlie Lee and said he's not the best at communication. I think that's what hit the market. Not that he sold them all. It's the way he justified it. Yeah. BB Junkie spins everything, man. You can, you know, you can spin things a couple of different ways, right? Hey Fish, if you did something with your PIVX wallet that made you think you have lost 1,000 PIVX to never be seen again, who would you talk to seek advice from? Asking for a friend. Me? Send them to me. I'll start the process off. If that's, I mean, obviously that's a serious complaint or you wouldn't be bringing it to my attention. So Mei, please get in contact with me. Our Discord link is in the description. Come over and see me. Or if the friend wants to speak directly to the PIVX team, we also do have the PIVX Discord group, and you can speak directly to support over there or the developers directly. They're online at the PIVX Slack group. So man, that's a serious concern, and I would like to help get that rectified. So I'd be happy for you to use me as the intermediary, and I can put you in the right people at PIVX. Got no problem with that at all. Want to get that sorted ASAP. So that's 1,000 PIVX that aren't staking too. Karma is real, Fish. We know you don't need the donations. That's not the point. As it stands in the abstract, you're giving me the value of your content and your insights. Giving back is right. Well, thanks, Joe. That's really kind, man. Affidavit, Fish, you got any update on your KYC for that ICO? Mine's still pending. Mine too, man. I checked it again this morning. Still waiting. Affidavit, I'm real eager to get in. Guys, I will promise you that I will be ready to pull the trigger the second that thing goes to public sale, because I feel so guilty about missing out on that pre-sale on that one. So we're gonna take a 20% hit on the coins we could have got, and that sucks, and I am sorry. But I would rather take a 20% hit and secure us that position in ICO. So I will be sitting at my computer ready to go, and I'm pretty good with these things now because I've had quite a bit of practice. So I hopefully will get in the first 60 seconds when it opens, provided my bloody KYC comes through. I sent it days ago, Affidavit, a week ago even. I can't even remember. Brett Green said 60K by the end of 2018 for Bitcoin, or maybe Ripple. No, I'm just joking, for Bitcoin. By July, Byteball will have a market cap of 5 billion. Look at Rayblox and IOTA if you think it's unrealistic. Joe, I can see many coins. I can, quote many coins that have had that sort of monumental run. I think Byteball is a good project. They've really, yeah, I like it, man. Is that messaging beta out yet? Because I'd like to have a go of it. See how it works. Like I said, I'm back, and Dan, I missed the whole thing. No, we didn't miss the whole thing. Are you serious, Hourglass? Hourglass has just said Fish price prediction on Icon. Hourglass, I've done a video. It's had 3,000 views, which is a lot for me. Go and watch it. It's called ICX $30. What I did, man, is I took the total predicted spend of Koreans in the crypto economy, and then I took 12.5% of that to give it an Ethereum-like dominance in Korea, and then I divided that by circulating supply. Came out with a price of, hang on, the maths is over here. Oh, shaking and bacon. All right, here we go. $30.73 based on 31.3% of Koreans investing in crypto based on a survey that I read. And to be fair, that survey size was only 900 people, so it's not huge, but it's figures that I can work off that were actually taken out of a poll, so I might as well use them. Average spend, same poll said that the average spend was 66 million won, which at the time I calculated was $5,263.80. And then the 12.5% Korean dominance, and that's all the figures, 30.73. So that's where I think it can go to. That's my first point. I think it can actually go higher than that, but at least I've got some maths to show why it will hit 30, in my opinion. Shouldn't be so confident. Todd Outfield said, will you place a similar wager on LTC as McAfee? Man, that's a funny question. But you know what I did do, Todd? Because everyone was talking about how this altcoin thing was just a temporary thing, and it was only, this is 6 months ago, and it's only people using it to get more BTC, blah, blah, blah. And I said to someone, when Bitcoin, when it started running up to 60%, they said, oh, it'll achieve 90% dominance again, or 80%. No, it was 90% dominance. Bitcoin will be 90% dominant again soon. I said, You're kidding yourself, champion. I said, if Bitcoin achieves 90% dominance again at any time in this economy, I will do a nudie run down D-Bar Beach, my local beach. So I got a nudie run up if Bitcoin hits that mark. Personally, I'd rather see McAfee eat his own junk because I reckon that'd be funny. So let's keep Bitcoin under that million price and under that 90% dominance. Otherwise, Fishy's doing nudie runs. No one wants to see that. Isaac, that's an interesting point, man. Isaac said everything rises and falls on leadership, and XVG is showing weak leadership. I am out. Thank you for your honest opinion, Isaac. And for anyone who is a supporter of Verge, or if there is anyone like Ethercept, if you're watching this later, man, I know you're in contact with the Verge team. Tell them that this is the sort of feedback they get when they're not keeping their investors informed. It's important. Community is important. So, Isaac, thank you for your candid and honest opinion on XVG. Myself, I picked up a little bit more while the FUD's happening. I tend to do that a little bit, man. I catch that falling. Like I said, I bought it at 0.5%, dude, so I can't lose from here no matter what. I think it was less than 0.5%. How much was it back in June? Because that's when I bought it. I can't lose from here. I bought 25,000 or something like that, and I have now 9,000 left. So, yeah, I can't lose. Brett Green, well, thanks for the comment. The white paper is really good. Which one was that for, Brett Green? Oh, I don't know which one we're talking about. When it hits Binance, it will correct. That's for Rayblocks, I'm assuming you're meaning, Brett Green. It tends to be the trend, but I think Rayblocks could actually buck that trend. I could be wrong. Because it is parabolic already, super parabolic. Floyd said, so Binance, and please, people from Binance, this is not my opinion. I'm not going to censor it though. Floyd said, so Binance charged to list a coin and charge their customers to vote. Read all over the place. I'm going to reserve my comments. Regarding Rayblocks, important post on the Bitcoin Talk forum, something about it not being secure. Way too long to post here, but it seems concerning. Joe, I have no doubt that Bitcoin would say that straight away. They've got to play to their strengths, and their strength is a decade of testing on blockchain, which Tangle technology does not have. And bugs have already been found by MIT in IOTA. So, yeah, I think that, I think it's promising technology. Tangle Tech is very promising tech, in my opinion, but it's not something I'm going to go dump my whole bag into because it could have problems still. Rayblocks is overbought in the short term, but it's a sign that DAG is a very, very bullish. IOTA mooned, Rayblocks mooned, time for bite ball. Joe, I love how you can just link that back to what you're invested in. Oh, you'll give me a shout on Discord? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Whoa, Ahmed, that's another one I haven't heard of, bro. Can we have a look at it in the Discord group before I chat about it live? Because if it's an ICO, we don't like to mention them until we've got our investment in. Look what happened to us on the last couple of ones. Anyway. Oh, really? Nah, BB Junkie, I checked this morning, bro. Checked this morning, it hadn't gone through. I'll check after the stream again. Our guy said, my bad, speaking about the $30 price predictions at ICX. I forgot to watch that video, but thank you, man. Ha, ha, ha. No, that's okay, our glass. 3,000 other people did remember to watch it. I was stoked with that, I got to admit. Dave Gage, we don't mention it out loud on YouTube, man. If you want to find out, you're welcome to join our Discord group, Crypto Wave Investment Crew. The link's in the description. We have our ICOs down the left-hand side that we're looking into. Yogesh, I wanted to get it at Yogesh has asked, is anyone looking at one chain? I wanted to, but it sold out in like no time, right? I'm not sure when it's hitting markets or if it already has. It was something that I was mainly eager to go ICO with it. I'll see what happens from here, but I think the partnerships alone with Icon and Aeon make it a real one to watch. I think so. Oh, Jez, man, it's hard to say, man. It depends. This again is all down to Tangle Tech, right? So Jez, man, said, hey Fish, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, man. Going to be a good year for crypto. I got to agree with that. Unless banks and governments keep trying to squeeze like they are right at the moment in Australia. But yeah, I think it could be a good year. And Jez has said, I think IOTA might make some big moves this year. It's that coin flip, man. It's a coin flip. Depends on how secure Tangle technology and scalable and all the rest of it, you know, how much it proves itself over the coming 12 months. Yeah, it can definitely increase. If we get 12 months without any security problems, increased partnerships. I heard they partner with Bosch. Was it Bosch? I think it was Bosch. So yeah, I think IOTA can have a good 2018 still. I got it in my top 5, but it was my coin flip in the top 5. I think XRP is a banker's coin for mine. I just positive vibing. Like I think it's great technology, but for me, if I had to choose between Ripple and Lumens, I'd go with Stellar Lumens. I don't really have a desire to help the banks continue to do what they've done for the past 200 years, and primarily in the last 70 years, or no, probably not even that long. But no, be about that. But basically, whenever the fiat currency stopped being represented, it was Nixon, right? So whenever the fiat currency stopped being actually a representation of precious metals, it all went to shit. It's probably going to shit before that, but that really exacerbated the problem. And then you've got the fractional reserve banking system, which just allows banks to create money out of nothing. For every dollar I put into the bank, they can lend 10. How does that work? Anyway, so XRP facilitating the ongoing use of the current financial system is the only reason that I'm not a fan of it, because it does have good technology. Thoughts on the current Ether run, BLK Vice PU? Yeah, man, I think it will continue into 2018. It wasn't that far outside of my top 5, I've got to tell you. The reason being is that they're moving to proof of stake. I think that's a huge move. I've long said that proof of stake is a better model, and I think that it's going to be one to watch out for in 2018. So moving to proof of stake will also increase scalability. And there are other planned upgrades for the Ethereum network to increase scalability, security. We're seeing at the moment Constantinople, Metropolis Fork. Yeah, I think once the actual benefits of those technology upgrades hit the market, that Ethereum should be in for good times and hopefully not destroyed by digital kitties. What do you guys think of KuCoin? I think I'm going to get a big stake in it. Their dividends are ridiculous. I didn't look at the dividends hourglass, but as a trading platform, it looked really nice. Like the user interface looked lovely. Really, I liked it. So I might go do a training video on KuCoin. Thinking that. Dee, who was on yesterday, she sent me a referral link, so I'll use hers and she'll get all my trade things, and then I'll set up a referral link and I'll probably drop that over in Discord quite cheekily. So anyone who wants to use KuCoin and doesn't have someone to sign up under, you're welcome to sign up under my referral link and give me some commission. There you go. I'll ask for commission that way rather than asking for donations on the channel, since everyone wanted to use donations. Just sign up under my account. I don't think I'll check first. If it's going to cost you any extra, don't do that. But as long as it doesn't cost you anything extra, that's a good way to say thank you. Yeah, I just sort of covered a few people asking about KuCoin. That's a good sign. I believe Hong Kong based. I'll have to double check on that, but I love the interface. I just saw Dee, who was on the show yesterday. I just saw her using it. She's already hit some really good trades over there. It's got QLink, which I think has got a really bright future. It's got Icon, so it's got a couple that you can trade in. I might even hit up KuCoin and say, hey guys, how do you feel about adding PIVX? Because I think you're going to be a really good exchange. And if I believe that, I want PIVX on there. So I might offer just to do all my work for them for free if they add PIVX. That sounds fair. I'll make training videos for them. That's fair. There's value in what I do. So if there's value in that, then they can take that value, add PIVX, and make even more off the PIVX trade fees. I'm going to do that. That doesn't mean PIVX is going to get added, and this is something you should all of a sudden buy the rumor. I've only just thought of it. So I'll start making contact after the show. Are you doing any upcoming Neo ICOs, Fish? Yeah, I was looking at the first of those, Kurt. I don't want to say it out loud because it hasn't gone yet. Yeah, okay, I wasn't looking at that one anyway. I know. It looks all right. I did have a quick look at it, Kurt, that second one that's opening up in 3 hours. I won't say it here because I don't want to blow your chance, but it looked all right for me. It's not something that I'd avoid, but I've just, like, I'm trying not to diversify too heavy. I'm trying to consolidate at this stage because my portfolio is so widespread. But that first one that you mentioned there, yes, I want in. So please keep me up to date. Let me know when that one's coming out. Let's see. YoJS should be hitting markets this upcoming month. Has huge potential. I'm going back to find out what YoJS was talking about. Oh, Wanchain. Yeah, man, I agree. I agree. Joe, I love hearing your comments on VRM. I don't know what VRM is. Dual blockchain tech or something around 10 mil market cap. Might be a speculative buy. Dual blockchain tech, so what, POW, POS, like a hybrid model? I haven't had a look at it, Joe. Couldn't. Hey, Grinkers is in. Peter Maybe said, I believe Wanchain hits exchanges at the end of the month. Well, Wanchain, sorry. Thank you, Peter. Okay, and BB Junk is just saying he was just on the Telegram. Mainnet is coming before the exchanges, and there is no public information on exchanges yet. That's cool. Mimi, Ethos is on a big run the past few hours. I never got into using it. That's another trading, like an exchange, but I put that in my top 5 categories. But like I did in my top 5 video, I did categories and then I did coins. So I thought exchanges could be really big movers, both in the centralized and decentralized world. And we're seeing that. I mean, Ether Delta have just done a crowdfunding to raise the money for their mobile application. We've seen Binance doing good things. KuCoin's released with a lot of steam. Speaking of steam, guys, Steem has been a really good gainer. I did put that in the in the title, so I thought I'd quickly just go. Steem's been good. Good to see, especially for the bloggers on Steem. Yeah, but back to KuCoin. I thought it was pretty good, man. Someone else made a comment here. Mimi, used KuCoin last night for the first time, and you're right. Great interface. I was very impressed. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to get on and make a training video so that I'm on, like, at the front of the referrals. I shouldn't feel bad about that, right? Because referrals don't cost, like, they don't cost anyone to, it doesn't cost anyone to refer through my link. So I'm not, like, KuCoin pay me, not the person referring through. So that's, I figure that's okay. I'm conflicted about these sorts of things sometimes. Anyway, wish I got KuCoin shares at a cheaper price as it has a great passive income program I just saw. I'm going to go and have a look. Happy New Year, tuna fish. Hey, Watchman. Mark G's in. A lot of the regulars that come in from my normal time are popping in now when I'm about to sign out. Bitcoin 16 sats on Hit BTC and 44 sats on Poloniex for all you fast typing arbitrages out there. Wow, that's a 3x arbitrage opportunity, guys. Thank you, Mark G, for the heads up. I don't have a Poloniex account or a Hit BTC account, so I'm stuffed on that one. I'd have to go and sign up the accounts first. VRM is Verium, linked with VeriCoin. Been around a while, but mostly academic interest at this point, it seems. Interesting, Giving Tree Cultivator. They're the ones, I don't mind looking at those ones just sliding under the radar a little bit, maybe with a little bit of a boring value proposition, like Factum back when it was, where did I call it, $12? 5, because I kept saying under 25, I'll keep calling it. And it had big runs until that point. Go and check where Factum is now. So I quite like the little sleeping giants, man, especially the ones that might be a bit boring in terms of their value proposition. It's not exciting like VR or, you know, a lot of these projects are coming out with some pretty cool stuff. So, but it doesn't mean it's not profitable, and it doesn't mean it's not necessary, and it doesn't mean it can't disrupt massive industries. That's a good point, BB Junkie. This is a good point, guys. When you see those arbitrage opportunities, make sure that the wallets aren't down for maintenance. Sometimes that will stop you trading or stop you actually depositing coins into that exchange. So very, very good point for BB Junkie for anyone looking to perform arbitrage. A lot of support for KuCoin here, guys. We might have to, that's it. I'm getting onto them. I will get onto KuCoin today and say, what do we need to do to get PIVX added? Let's do it. Because all my crew are saying that your exchange is brilliant. So if it's brilliant, I want them using it. And I'd prefer that they were able to use it with the option of PIVX available. I'll see what I can negotiate with them. I mean, I'm a strategic investor with the ChainLink team, and that's the only exchange that they're on. So maybe that'll hold some weight as well. I don't know. I'll try. That's all you can do in this economy. Keep knocking down those doors. Be a little pain in the ass. That's how I've got work. That's how I've got paid. That's how I've pissed a lot of people off. But it's worked out well for me. Hey, bro, got to run. Good luck in 2018. We'll catch up for another stream. Again, peace. Good on you, Brett Green. Michael Buddinger said, wait, what opportunity can someone repeat that? Pollenix never verified me. Okay, so you can't do it. Ed Hughes. Hey, what's up, man? Have you heard anything about XBL billionaire token? Only to have seen it advertised. I actually haven't looked into it. I don't want to be a billionaire. I was just hoping for like millionaire, so billionaire token didn't really appeal to me. I'm joking. Not about not wanting to be a billionaire. I don't think that really would suit me. I don't wear shoes. I'm too tired to try it tonight. Too much champagne last night. Happy New Year. Yeah, that's it, man. I just got into DevoreCoin. Heard someone mention that days ago. It's like BitConnect, but better. Yeah, I heard someone mentioning it as well. But like the thing with tying your money up in those things, I think the problem is you're better off just holding Bitcoin against. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I don't want to comment. I don't want to comment without looking into it further. I'm looking for creative content publishing, attribution, and licensing platforms. Publica is one of them. Dragon Chain seems like there should be others by now. Giving Tree Cultivator, how's the run up on Dragon Chain? It popped above $2. You know why? We talked about it here. No, I'm joking. But Dee's stoked, man. Like that was one of her. I think that was her first actual purchase in the crypto economy was Dragon Chain because she got attracted to the name. Then when she found out it was backed by Disney, she went, ooh, 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 and jumped on board, and that was enough. And now she has a big bag of Dragon Chain, and I don't because I can't buy into parabolics. But she's stoked. Yeah, man, I think that's a really good point, giving Tree Cultivator, is that you see success in certain areas of the crypto economy, and then it gets replicated, like really quickly as well. Other coins look to do exactly the same thing. I like that, you know, some of these areas that go a little unnoticed. We saw it with File Storage, with KuCoin and Storage, and it was just like totally sleepers, and then boom, they just both exploded. So yeah, I think creative content publishing, attribution, and licensing platforms could be another underutilized case for the blockchain at the moment. So that's a good point, giving Tree Cultivator. Well said. Yeah, I was eyeing KuCoin shares back when they were less as well. Silly. Can you give a Tangled Tech for Dumbies explanation? I'm holding my IOTA despite some FUD, 5% of my portfolio. If it goes to zero, I'm okay, but if it moons, it moons to Pluto. Mate, that's the way it's going to go with Tangled Tech, Mark G. So Tangled Tech is essentially transactions verifying transactions. So your transactions will be tangled to two other transactions that help keep the whole ledger in order. Now, the benefit of this is that the more the tech is used, so the more transactions there are, because it's verifying two other transactions, the faster the network gets. It's kind of like the opposite to having a scaling problem, in that your scaling problem relies on continuous use of the network. So it actually becomes a problem if less people are using it. Yeah, so that's essentially what Tangled Tech is, man. It does away with the actual blocks themselves. And best way to think of it is like the way that I've heard it described, which helps me get it in my head, is it's like, okay, this one goes around and picks up two more transactions, and it gets bigger and bigger into this snowball effect. And that's what makes it like so robust and secure, is that there's all these transactions that are verified to each other, relied on each other. Very lay explanation of it, Mark G. You know, I'm not super good with tech, but that's my lay understanding. So what that would essentially allow, and what its best use case would be, Mark, is to allow for the Internet of Things, i.e. transactions taking place without human intervention. So if you can imagine having IOTA in your car wallet, and as you drive along, your car wallet speaks to the toll bridge and pays the toll for you. And when you go to park, it speaks to the parking station and pays your parking meter fee for you. And when you go to recharge at the Tesla recharge station, because we're all going to be driving electric cars soon, hopefully, that will be paid for out of your IOTA wallet, and you don't have to do anything. It's just, okay, yep, I recharged, bang, it's done. So that's kind of the idea, basically, is that, you know, for these super high volumes, blockchain ain't going to cut it, is essentially what Tangle technology is bringing to the table. You know, so for actual, where we're putting in humanless transactions, if you like, we're going to need something like Tangle Tech. That's the pitch, okay? But there was security issues or a bug in the protocol identified back 4 months ago by MIT. That has since been fixed, but it just shows you that it's untested technology and that we still need to do more testing and more development. Ambrosis is doing very well. Supply is low. Any views on it? Isaac, I haven't checked it out, dude. I'm about to check out, but it's one, if you pop back in, Isaac, for another chat, we can have a look live on the show like we did for, I think it was Dave earlier. BitConnect X, I've got no interest in coin crypto. I've only just heard about it, but like, at least when I do referrals for exchanges, I'm not asking anyone to invest in anything at all. They can choose their own coins from there. I think referrals to like specific, especially platforms like that, I don't even know if it's going to do the same thing as BitConnect. I don't. I haven't even. I got no interest. But you've got to assume that it would, and anything that's going to follow a BitConnect-esque model, I'm not interested in. I can do better than them investing myself. What do I need to rely on trading bots and lending platforms for? Some lending platforms I think are going to be really, really good, but I don't know. That just seems like lock your money up for longer, refer people, lock their money up for longer, refer people, lock their. You understand? Like, do you see where I have a problem with that? Just bought some Dash, the last of the top 10 that I didn't have. Now to find the bottom 10 that I think will do well in 2018. Hey, you know, one that's been coming back is Dubai Coin, if you guys like DApp coins. Now, I haven't been keeping an eye on the news on it because I've got a pretty low holding. It's not a huge bag for me. But, you know, it is the only coin that I'm aware of that has, like, the ability to develop on top of in Arabic languages and Arabic coding. That's got to be worth something. And it's a really low market cap coin. So that was one I was looking at in the low market caps. There are a couple others, Vibe, but that's come up a bit today because I bought that yesterday. I told you guys I was going to do it. I told you flat out. I would tell you before I even got the chance to buy it, and I stuck to my word. I didn't even get a chance to buy it till after the show, but now I've got some Vibe, and I'm looking forward to the first virtual reality music clip being released in January. I think that's got to drive price. So yeah, looking forward to that. There's two lower market cap ones that I'm looking at. Devor Coin uses arbitrage instead of a trading bot, so it's more realistic and steady returns. That yeah, look, arbitrage is fine, but again, I don't know. Like, I can do arbitrage myself, so why am I gonna essentially give up some of my profits to the platform for doing it for me? They have their own token, and it went from 50 cents in a few weeks. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that it will explode the same way BitConnect did. EtherConnect will probably do it if it's not a scam as well. Doesn't mean I have to like the model. I don't like the business model. I'm allowed to have that opinion, guys. How often do I really say I don't like a feature of a coin? I don't do it often. For me, lending platforms based on, because even arbitrage does hold risk, right? Because markets swing quickly enough. Like, we're talking split seconds. So there is risk in arbitrage as well. I'd rather see something arbitraging with the futures market. It's actually more reliable. Dragon Chain is why I signed on to KuCoin. Sold at 60% gains before it rocketed. That sucks, man. Didn't expect the altcoin 2 to 5x wave to come until January. That's the crypto market, though. Speculation outpacing anticipation. Yeah, it's true. How about a PIVX coin? Nah, not a chance. It went to $50 in a few weeks. I mean, oh, $50. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. BitConnect had an almighty run as well. Ha ha ha, this is so funny. I'm not sure which part, but thank you. I'm quite the comedian. Wear many hats. L cubes. Got the vibe. Got that vibe in the groove also. Great tip. Not a hit BTC fan, but it has some rare gems. Yeah, man. No worries. You got to thank Crypto Daily for that tip, really, because I wouldn't have seen it unless it was featured on his show. So you can thank him. But yeah, I got good gains on that as well, man. I actually, left him a little note on his most recent video and just said thank you. And also suggested that he should be buying PIVX to hodl for his hodl experiment that he's doing right now, because PIVX is the only privacy coin with proof of stake. Well, it's one of, he doesn't have any privacy coins with proof of stake on his list. So I suggested that. We'll see how we go. Scams. It's arbitrage. Until now, he mentions only scams. I'm not sure if you're speaking about Al Cubes. I'm not sure if you're talking about me. I've been involved in one pump and dump that was very, very public back in the day. Absolutely. But I don't know if you'd call PIVX a scam. It's a lot of people pulling the wool over my eyes if that's the case. Agent Smith, what's up, crypto fan? Not much, dude. I came on early today because I've got things to do. And on that note, I am going to check out. But good to see Agent Smith. A bit late. I'll catch up with you guys over at Discord. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. It was good having a crypto conversation with you. Second one of the year. Anyway, we'll catch up with you all tomorrow for another crypto conversation and report. Take it easy. Fish out.